Severe weather conditions have triggered flooding, landslides, and even blocked roads across the island of Jamaica. A family is now in mourning. They are saddened by the passing of a father, and his daughter is currently missing. The weather conditions across Jamaica, which triggered a landslide in St. Andrew, has taken the life of a father, and his daughter is now currently missing. The landslide covered their house and took the life of the man, and now residents are looking for his 15-year-old daughter. The residents of Shooters Hill in St. Andrew are currently working very hard to find a daughter of a father who passed away. They are looking through debris in search of this 15-year-old girl who is a student of the Queen's School. Residents found her father yesterday after the landslide had fallen on the house that they were living in. Based on information coming in Shooters Hill, which is an eastern community in St. Andrew, a landslide occurred. The landslide managed to cover a house which was being occupied by a man and his daughter. Residents are currently digging through the debris in an effort to find Sanika, and they have previously found Romeo Leachman, who is the father of Sanika. So far, they have not been able to locate Sanika. Information coming in is that the 15-year-old girl was planning to surprise her 42-year-old father on his upcoming birthday. But this will never happen because the land slippage caused by heavy rains has destroyed their very frail and weak house. The landslides destroyed their house yesterday in Shooters Hill, St. Andrew. It crushed and took the life of her father, and the teenager is feared to have suffered a similar fate. Father was found in the rubble yesterday, but they are still unable to find the young girl. Residents of the Shooters Hill community and members of the Jamaica Fire Brigade have been searching for hours upon hours, but they have been very unsuccessful in accomplishing their mission. Information coming from the Jamaica Fire Brigade in Kingston, they received a call about incident and took steps to respond immediately. Based on information also, the incident seems to have happened around 8 a.m. yesterday. When they got there, they saw that an entire house was down, totally demolished. There was a retaining wall, and the wall went and mud came down and smashed the house. Everything came from up top and came all the way down there and damaged the house. It was further explained that a search for Sanika will continue today. They are still going to carry out the digging process to see if they can locate the young girl. A lot of residents are also providing assistance to the Jamaica Fire Brigade. Based on statements made by residents, the young girl was asking for assistance to help to surprise her father for his birthday. Residents have also expressed their regret at the tragic incident. Another resident mentioned that the young girl had requested that he get a vehicle for her because of her father's birthday, and she wanted to surprise him. The community loved both the girl and her father. They have seen them grow over the years, and they admire them. They think that he was a strong father. Both are his friends. According to residents, they searched and found their friend Romeo, but they believe that his daughter is still beneath the rubble, behind someone else's house. The child is being described as being very intelligent, and she was also very nice. The incident has caused sadness across the entire community, and the People's National Party's Joan Gordon Webley is expressing her sadness at the incident as well. She mentioned that she knew Sanika very well and that she helped out with the students' funds for school and lunch. The low-pressure system that exists in the western regions of the Caribbean Sea is responsible for the very unstable weather conditions across Jamaica, and these conditions have been in place all week, and forecasters are expecting that this disturbance may develop into a tropical storm or a tropical depression by Sunday. They're also expecting that if it becomes a tropical storm, it will be named Zeta. Based on information coming from the Meteorological Service of Jamaica, they have upgraded the flash flood watch to a flash flood warning for all low-lying and flood-prone areas of St. Mary, Portland, St. Thomas, Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Catherine, Clarendon, and Manchester. A flood watch exists for low-lying and flood-prone areas of Hanover, St. James, Trelawney, St. Anne, St. Elizabeth, and the parish of Westmoreland. These two measures will remain in place until 5 p.m. on Saturday. The condition is not changing. According to the Meteorological Service representative, it has a 70% chance of becoming a system over the next 2 days. According to the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, they have received several calls from the public reporting emergency situations and landslides which occurred on Friday in the 8 Miles and the Bull Bay area of St. Thomas. The emergency agency has stated that the calls were for evacuation assistance. There were also reports of flooding in Kellits and other sections of Clarendon. The reports have been logged and the ODPEM remains in readiness, and they continue to encourage the public to prepare for disasters and emergency situations that may arise during this very difficult time. The emergency agency is responsible for coordinating with the relevant ministries, departments, or agencies to respond to and recover from disasters. In the interim, if this low-pressure system becomes a tropical storm, it will be the 27th named storm of this 2020 Atlantic hurricane season. It will be given the name Zeta, which is one of the Greek alphabets. They are also expecting that there will be persistent rainfall, which will come from this system, and that there will also be additional impacts in the form of heavy flooding and landslides in some areas of Jamaica. There will be some toppled trees and rocks in St. Andrew and St. Thomas as the system continues to pass along. Residents of various areas have been warned to keep a watch out for heavy rainfall, heavy flooding, and landslides, which may topple trees and rocks in the parishes of St. Andrew and St. Thomas and Kingston as well. The National Works Agency is busy clearing roads in Jamaica, and they have placed this on a priority basis in an effort to reopen those corridors to vehicular traffic following rain-related landslides and flooding in various parishes across Jamaica. Based on statements coming from Stephen Shaw, the agency's efforts have been focused on the region of Shooters Hill and Bull Bay in East Rural St. Andrew, as the locations are either affected by severe flooding and some silt has been washed down, which would have caused landslides. They are warning motorists about driving conditions along several roadways that may cause an issue. They are also urging motorists to remain vigilant whilst using the nation's roadways at this time, even where there are no evident signs of severe flooding nor landslides, as driving conditions may deteriorate rapidly due to the continued rainfall. Your comments down below. This situation is very sad, A father is gone and a child is considered missing. We're hoping for the best, but as it seems, considering that the landslide fell directly on the house and covered the house, it may be that they may never find the child. But we are still keeping hope alive that this young girl is still breathing. But if she's not, we hope that her family will be comforted at some point and that they will be able to grieve the loss properly. But of course, her father is gone and it will be difficult for her if she were to be found. But I'm sure that residents are keeping hope alive. So we hope that the residents of Shooters Hill in St. Andrew and the Jamaica Fire Brigade will also be able to successfully locate the child and locate her where she is alive. There is also information coming in that there has been a lot of flooding, landslides, and also a lot of heavy rains across the rest of Jamaica. And based on information coming from the emergency agencies and the National Work Agency, all persons need to practice safety whilst on the roads and safety whilst at their homes. They should be ready to evacuate if there is a situation where they can evacuate their homes. Of course, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this young girl that is missing and her father that has passed because of these weather conditions that would have resulted in land slippage in St. Andrew.